You could never disappoint me enough to cancel my plan. You could never hide deep enough to escape my pursuit. You could never become unrecognizable to me. I am the one who numbered the hairs on your head. I'm the one who knows how many times your heart has broken and how many times it's still beating in defiance of the darkness. That's who you are. A survivor, yes, but even more than that. A reflection of me. And I don't forget what I reflect. When you look at your life and see ruins, I see a rebuild. When you look at yourself and see fragments, I see a masterpiece in progress. When you see failure, I see formation. You are still under construction, and that's okay. You are still being shaped by grace. You are still being lifted by mercy. And I am not in a hurry. My timing is not rushed, and my hands are steady. What I started in you, I will finish, and not one part of your story will be wasted. So breathe, child. Let that be your first act of faith today. Just breathe. You don't have to figure everything out this morning. You don't need all the answers. You only need to know this. I'm here. I remember you. I know exactly who you are beneath the weariness and confusion. And I'm going to help you remember too. One gentle reminder at a time. One moment of presence at a time. One breath of truth at a time. I know what you're carrying. You haven't said it out loud, not all of it. But I know. I've seen the weight in your eyes, the tension in your chest, the way you breathe like you're holding something back all the time. I've watched the way you smile to reassure others even when you feel like crumbling inside. And I know the thoughts you try to push away, the ones that whisper, maybe I'm not enough anymore. Maybe I've changed too much, maybe I've missed it. But I need you to hear me now without distraction. You haven't missed anything I've written for you. Nothing is lost to me. What you call delay, I call preparation. What you see as weakness, I see as the soil where real strength is born. You haven't fallen behind. You've been learning how to survive. And now I'm calling you back into a rhythm where survival is no longer your ceiling, but the ground you rise from. You've been grieving a version of yourself that you think you lost. But I never needed you to be perfect. I never asked you to keep up a version of you that was shaped to please others. I simply want the true you. The one, underneath the exhaustion, the one that longs for freedom. The one who knows there's more but hasn't known how to reach it. That is the version I remember. That is the version I'm restoring. You were never meant to carry this all on your own. The pressure to be everything for everyone, the fear of letting someone down, the secret pain of not feeling truly seen, even by those closest to you. That was never your assignment. That's a weight the world taught you to carry, but I'm teaching you to release it. You don't need to prove your worth by overextending yourself. You don't need to keep performing to stay loved. You don't have to be constantly useful to be valued. Your being is enough. You've attached your identity to your usefulness because that's what people reinforced. They praised your strength, your independence, your reliability, and you began to believe that if you weren't strong, you weren't lovable. But I never loved you for your performance. I love you because I made you, because your breath came from me, because you are a reflection of my heart. My love for you is not based on your doing. It's anchored in your being. And no storm can separate you from that. You think you've gone too far, that you've wandered too long, that the version of you I once loved is unreachable now. But you are wrong, beloved. There's no version of you that's more lovable than you are right now. Not the more healed version, not the more productive one, not the one who gets it together. I love you right here, in the middle. I love you in the wrestling. I love you in the uncertainty. I love you while you're still questioning if you're even worthy of being loved. You are. And I know it's hard to receive that. I know how shame has tangled itself around your memories. I know how rejection has rewritten the way you view connection. I know how betrayal has made you suspicious of safety. even when I offer it freely. But I'm not like them. I don't love conditionally. I don't disappear when you disappoint me. I don't keep score. I don't shame you back into silence. I restore with tenderness. I lift with truth. I cover with mercy, and I see you. You haven't disappointed me. The world may have misunderstood you. People may have left when you needed them most. But I didn't. I stayed through every breakdown, through every prayer whispered between sobs, through every numb morning and every night. You stared at the ceiling asking, "Is anyone listening?" Yes, I was. I am. I always will be. You don't have to do this alone anymore. Let me in. Let me help you remember what they tried to make you forget. That you are worthy of love that doesn't change with your performance. That your softness is not a flaw. That your emotions aren't a burden. That your deep care is a reflection of me, not a weakness to be corrected. And yes, I know there are parts of your past you wish you could erase. But I don't erase stories, I redeem them. I don't cancel your identity because of your pain. I reveal it through your healing. Even the chapters you want to hide are part of how I'm forming your message. Your voice has power, not in spite of what you've walked through, but because of it. And when you let me speak through your scars, others will find healing in the places you thought were too broken to be used. So stop apologizing for still being in process. Stop shrinking when you feel seen. Stop believing the lie that you have to wait until you're more put together before you can be loved fully. You already are. You always have been, you just forgot. But I didn't. I remember who you are. And I will keep reminding you again and again until the truth sinks deeper than the wounds. Until your identity is no longer shaped by pain, but by my presence.